How's it going, guys? Jerry with Aesthetic Auto Detailing. Today we're here in Lakewood, California, and in this video we're going to talk about my 2025 goals for the business. So if you're a new detailer, I'm going to have a lot of great tips for you, and for the OG detailers, I'm looking for some tips as well. Drop it down in the comments below.
Jerry, for people who don't know, how long you been detailing?
8 years now.
8 years?
Yep.
Jeez.
Just said 8 years. Yes, sir.
All right, man. We're in winter right now.
Technically, yeah.
Right? It's about to rain next week.
Yeah, it's going to rain Tuesday through Friday. Yep.
A lot of new detailers are going through that depression right now.
Yeah.
What's one piece of advice you have for them to make it through the winter? Just tough it out, make another source of income, keep hustling the detailing. What would you say?
I'd say all of the above. With detailing, you start to get a feel for, it does get kind of slower in the winter. Obviously, we're in California, so it's not crazy, but it does slow down because people don't want to spend money, or certain people don't want to spend money because they feel that like it's just going to be a waste. One thing that I learned very early on is throughout the year, try to save up on the side. That way, when winter comes, those slow times come, you're not hurting as much. And you guys got to figure out what works best for you. Figure like a side hustle, get a little side job, whatever, just to get you past through those tough moments.
But Jerry, what about the new detailers that just started detailing like a month ago?
Yeah. I'm praying for you, big dogs.
All right, Jerry. So one thing I noticed working with you last year, you were really trying to push on trying to get more help. What's one thing you learned about getting helpers for your detailing business?
One thing for sure is I got to do a little more research into the person, a little more background information. Because I noticed that the people that were helping me, it's a little hard just because majority of the guys, they had their own, businesses as well. So obviously it was kind of hard because who doesn't want to focus on their business first? So sometimes I had to work around their schedule, or sometimes they just had other things going on, so sometimes they weren't able to help me. One thing right now is I do have my buddy helping me, and then I have my two brothers. Sometimes my dad helps me whenever he's available. So that really, really helps me because I don't have them every single day. So, on lighter days, I'm able to take care of a couple of clients myself. But when it comes to my Saturday clients, I have them every single Saturday. They have anywhere between 3 to 5 cars, and they're able to help me with stuff like that. So I'm very grateful for that, especially when I have my fleet vehicles. I let everybody know ahead of time and we're able to make something work. But this year, I do want to continue growing my business, and my next thing is to find somebody that is reliable and that can be there, just about every single time I need them. We'll make it work. I'll come across somebody.
And Jerry, what investments are you looking to make in 2025?
So 2025, I am definitely looking into, just bettering my my skills. For example, at the end of last year, 2024, I did do some training locally with a detailer. It was great hands-on. I learned a lot. It also taught me that, wasn't as bad as with, paint correction as I thought it was. It was just the little things that I kind of just needed some guidance with, but it definitely helped out. The next thing that I am interested in doing is PPF and tinting. It's something that I've always kind of wanted to do for a couple of years, but now it's just, you just see that everybody's just, it's one of those things now to where you need to be a one-stop shop, because if you're not going to provide, all of those services yourself, those clients are going to go to somebody else, which is fine. But then those clients, those businesses that are already offering those services that you don't do, they could probably just be like, hey, well, I already do this detailing as well, might as well just come with me. So me personally, I think it's time for me to just take the step and just do, PPF and tinting, because for many years already, I've had clients ask me, hey, do you do a PPF? Do you do tinting? And I've always said no. And I've sent them to people, because I don't like to gatekeep or anything. I'm just kind of hey man, go ahead. I know this guy, he's great. But now I think it's time for me just to kind of just learn that stuff, provide it for my clients, and just keep those clients for myself. Also, another thing is wheel repair, curb rash and all that. I've had so many clients ask me for that also. And I always say no, but I think it's just like anything else, you know, you just kind of dabble with it for a little bit and you just better your skills and, you know, you acquire those skills. Hey, but let me know, guys, do you guys feel like we should provide all those services, be a one-stop shop, or should we just, you know, stick with detailing? Let me know down in the comments below.
All right, Jerry. So, what is something that you used to do in 2024 that you're not gonna do in 2025?
So I would say one for sure is most likely freebies. Each year, you know, as you get get more experience, you start to learn a little more, get a feel for things. I definitely don't do as many freebies as I did when I first started out, which is, you know, 8 years ago now. But I do notice that there were some clients that I still kind of gave freebies out to, and honestly, I don't want to say they didn't deserve them, but it just became one of those things where they just kind of expected them, and I kind of wasn't getting that same reciprocation with certain things. You know, it's just one of those things. You're a business, you do freebies, they start getting used to them, and sometimes they just don't appreciate you like you should be appreciated. So clients like that, you either need to just cut them off, or you need to just stop doing those freebies and you let them know what it is. That's one thing that I definitely am gonna be cutting off this year for sure.
Do you plan on raising your prices, or are you sticking the same?
You know what? I am gonna raise my prices. Nothing crazy, but we all know, guys, I'm running a business. Everything's getting more expensive. The economy, just the way it is right now, it's life. It's part of life, you know? It's nothing political or anything like that. It's part of life. Everything goes up in price over time. Actually, I think that's a great question because it kind of leads me back to clients. I've had this one particular client to where they used to always talk about like, oh yeah, you know, I've got money. Yeah, you know, I don't mind spending money on quality things, or I don't mind spending money on, you know, expensive dinners, expensive, you know, items, this and that. And then when it came to like me, my detailing and this and that, they were always trying to get always trying to haggle my prices, and it didn't make me feel appreciated. It's one of those things where you start thinking like, you know what? I've already got clients that are paying my current prices, and just because like I've had this client for so long, they feel like they're entitled to my prices. And it's just, come on guys, you know, if you're not haggling with like these big companies, what makes you think it's okay to haggle with these people that are literally trying to make a living, literally trying to do something better for themselves? To me, it just shows that you don't respect them. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be raising my prices. It's nothing personal, it's just, come on guys, I'm trying to grow. And for that, I need to maintain, you know, my quality, you know, chemicals, equipment, and also hire more people, because I want to make sure that I'm able to get to everybody that I need to.
Now, when you raise prices, and you've done it before,
yeah,
is it for just new clients or everybody?
You know what? Usually I try to do it to where it's just for newer clients. The people that I have like on maintenance plans, I usually keep them their same price. And then, you know, we all have those clients to where they hit you up every so often. What I usually do with them is I'll keep the price cheaper than what it is, than that current price. You know, for example, if I'm currently charging like $250 for a certain service, and if they got that price, I'm gonna charge them $200. Or sometimes I'll even charge them like $180, you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that is kind of rough too, because I know I have a client that I just recently worked on. At first, when I first met them, I was charging like $80, and then it turned into $110. And then they didn't contact me for a while. Then it turned into $150. Recently, it was $180. I was gonna charge them $200 because I charged like $270 for the service, but I ended up charging $180, and you know they paid it. They didn't complain about it, but it's weird. You know, it feels a little ugly, and they're not, like I said, they're not questioning it, but it just feels weird to come out and just be like, hey, you know what? This is how much I'm charging, I'm hooking you up, you know, because you don't want to come off weird about it either. But let me know, guys, how do you guys feel? Are you guys blunt about it? Like, hey, you know what, this is my current price, this is what I charge? Because I do that as well, but, you know, that's when the topic is brought up. All right, guys, so those are some things that I'm gonna do in 2025 to help me continue growing my business. If you guys have any tips for me, drop it down in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay blessed.